everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Sorry I didn't get the mid-months out for January. And if you're new, thank you so much for being here. My name is Amber, in case you didn't know. Hello, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for being a new subscriber. I had so many views in January. It was outrageous. And I'm so thankful and taken aback at the same time. You know what I mean? But thank you so much for that. So let's get started. You know me, I don't like to talk much. I just like to do. Okay. So yeah, Capricorn, this is for you. Okay. So Spirit, Guardian Angel, Divine Energy, Universal Energy, what do you have for Capricorn for the month of February? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Only allowing truth, honesty, love, and acceptance within this space. Capricorn for February. Ooh, Capricorn. Okay. So, you've done the whole self-worth path, okay? And I feel like you feel really good about yourself and who you are. And, you know, you've built up your career and just you in general, you know? And so it looks like you have been focused so much on work that now it's time for you to build a better love situation for yourself, okay? So this talks about finding the right person for you. It doesn't have to be your forever person. It's just like the best person for you. How can I explain this? So now that you've gotten your life together or other things squared away that you needed to within yourself, getting rid of stuff and all that kind of jam, now you are focusing on building something better for yourself. Some of you, this is a better career. This is new opportunities. But for most of you, this is going to be love. So working... So they're telling me working on love, working on seeing a person for who they are, working on opening yourself up to love. So they're also, sorry, because they're taking me back and forth. So you've already closed out a chapter. It's been really hard and you're scared to take it into the new one. Okay. But you have to realize that each love situation or each relationship you get in has its own challenges. Okay. So don't be afraid to go through these challenges with this new person. That's why it's so important to clear out that past energy. Okay. So now you're working on this new journey. So it's like going on this new journey and realizing that this journey has its own specific set of issues. And it really doesn't have anything to do with this one. Okay? Okay. So let's get your cards going, Capricorn. Let me move this over some more. All right, Capricorn. So the first thing I see is that you've been very defensive. Not defensive in a bad way, just defensive in a way where you've had to work on yourself, and that means something to you. That was a big focus, and you had this idea that you were holding on to of things getting better, and that was more important to you than all this other stuff. Like dealing with whatever this is, moving on with your life and doing things better. What's interesting is you've built, and whether you know this or not, you've built a new type of relationship with your intuition, okay? With spirit and listening to your inner guidance. That is what you worked on in January, pretty much, and you're moving it into February. I feel like February is when you really have to put it into action, though. So I feel like January, you've let go of things that were blocking your intuition because you were so focused on it or wanting that thing to happen. Then now you have energy, or like energy left to focus on now your intuition. And I feel like that's exactly what's happening here in February. Is now your intuition is trying to get through to you, okay? I feel like what I want to say is, instead of fighting your intuition in February, there are going to be little things that you feel like you should do, and it may not make any sense. Like shake this person's hand, go through this door instead of this door. Little things like that. Just listen to it. Don't, as long as it's not going to hurt you, you know what I mean? Just do it. Because I feel like for some of you, that thing is the thing that's going to help you in your life. I know it sounds really weird, but it's just like, just listen and follow through with what your intuition or is guiding you to do. And it's going to be little things. It's not going to be anything drastic like call this person back and apologize to them. It's not going to be anything like that, okay? So don't, a lot of people try to use their intuition to manipulate a situation, okay? And that's not what I'm telling you to do here. I'm talking too much. So we have the Four of Cups here, and that's where you are. So I feel like because you're so focused on your happiness, I feel like you're celebrating the fact that you won something or you achieved something in your life. Some of it is with the stability about the future, your career, what it is that you wanted to achieve in your life and things like that. That you're missing out on, like the choice for love or an opportunity to choose love. Okay. Some of you have a choice out there, an actual choice to choose love. And some of you are just blocking yourself from opening yourself up to love, to a new love. Because they're telling me that some of you are still attached to past people that you need to get away from. That's a whole thing that you should have been gotten away from. But, that's your dark side of the moon that you need to deal with, okay? So for most of us, it's about moving on to someone different and being afraid of bringing that same energy in, making sure you're doing it right and that kind of thing. So it's just that you want people to see you have a new self love about yourself, and you want to bring someone in that has that kind of self-love for you. You want something that's going to last for a long time, especially with the Ten of Pentacles here. You're thinking of going towards marriage. That's what you're thinking of. And it's a little overwhelming. It's not, you don't want to just jump in and be like, well, if you don't want to get married, I'm out, but that's what your mindset is going. That's the pace. That's where you're eventually trying to get to. So I feel like you're thinking ahead. So when you look at a person, you size them up for the future. It's just like a default thing that happens, Capricorn. So, so you have chosen at this time, your comfortable spot is focusing on work. Some of you, they're telling me, are working on your home updating your home, updating your life situation. I just feel like you're updating things to feel more comfortable. I feel like because it's easier to have control over those things. Okay? Instead of your love life, because you really don't have control over your love life. But in February, you're going to have to think about moving forward. You know, it's like, okay, so you've gotten this completed, especially with the 10 of Pentacles being here. Okay, you're missing out on the emotional parts, and you're going to feel like you need to interact more with the emotional side of you. So you're thinking about moving forward. I see that for some of you, someone at work may ask you on a date and you're going to say yes. I feel like you just want to try something new. Some of you have 3 people that you're looking at. But what's interesting is there's a person here that is kind of standoffish. How can I put this? Kind of standoffish, and it has something to do with family. I feel like this is a person from the past, to be honest with you. For some of you, this is a person from the past that is making themselves known. What's interesting is I feel like there's not any real thing coming from it. They're just like kind of making themselves known, if that makes any sense. I don't even know why they're coming around. I almost feel like you feel the same way, like you could have just stayed where you were at. But I feel like someone else sees you in a way that they're attracted to you. You're a manifester, and they see all the things that you're doing or what you're creating in your life, and they appreciate that and want to be a part of your energy, of that energy. It's like they're attracted to you because you have done these things for yourself. See? So, yeah. And I feel like that the decision is really up to you. Whether or not you choose it or not. So it's kind of like breaking that mode of being in work, like switching that mode of being in work and focusing on that, and then opening yourself up to something new. Letting yourself be vulnerable is the word that they're giving me. So it's hard because you're leaving something. You're not leaving it, but you're not very focused on this old thing, okay? If you try to move to the next. So it's like you have to shift your energy or your attention to something else. But you're trying to find love, and you're trying to find something else that makes you happy. You know, it's just like trying to be content, you know, and find a relationship or something like that for yourself. But this time, be patient. You know, and it's not that you're not being patient. Just make sure that there's balance here. That you're still in control. That you're still trying to build something, that you don't feel stuck. It's so important that you don't feel stuck in the situation. The Wheel of Fortune tells me I feel like things are going to work. With the Wheel of Fortune, there's a turnaround here. I feel like it has something to do with this other person that's waiting in the wings. I don't know why. But I'm going to do some clarifying, because there's a change at the bottom here with the Wheel of Fortune. But it's like someone that you have been waiting on is coming around or something of that nature. Interesting. I'm putting those back in. Okay, let's start at the top, and we're going to work our way down. Yeah, you definitely been fighting for the pace in which things are going. I feel like in the past there was something that didn't have a real solid direction, or you didn't know where it was going. And you had to, I feel like you fought for it, and it was enough, and it was exhausting, and you had to release control of it for your own self-worth and who it was that you are inside. You know what I mean? So you've now built this stability. Yeah, once you let go of those lies and not being clear, you decided to focus on things that were going to last you in life, maybe family for some of you. Some of you, it was working on your home, building up, just building up your life. Things that you weren't giving ample time or energy to that you should have. That's what you were doing, not working on people, things, or situations that weren't going to grow or didn't feel like it was going anywhere. Okay. All right, Capricorn. Yeah, there is someone here, maybe a Taurus, maybe Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, anything like that nature. I'm telling you, somebody from your past or something from your past is making a re-emergence in February. I feel like it's going to be a big shock because you had like left that energy alone or just kind of moved away from it, and it's coming back in. I feel like it introduces conflict in your life because of that. You know, it's almost like they realized they were unhappy without you, or they had a family issue that broke apart, or a relationship they tried to rekindle, and now they want to make changes to the situation, making changes to yours as well. So you got some choices to make, Capricorn. Okay. I feel like there may be I usually don't do signs, but they're telling me to do them this time. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that is around, that may have been messaging you, or like someone's trying to open up to you. It doesn't necessarily have to be those signs. I feel like this person has some issues though. They're not big, but they're not perfect. It's just a reminder for me to tell you that they're not perfect. That no one's perfect. Okay. They have a bit of codependence issues. They may have problems with money as well. Okay. I feel like the reasons they want you to be honest is because you seem to have your life all together, and they want to not use you, but be around your energy or learn what it is that you're doing. I feel like you're a good look for them. Okay. So just be aware of that. So you are the manifestor and the creator. I feel like in February, even though you're going to meet people and you have these opportunities to grow these relationships or these situations, I feel like money is coming into you. You have a lot of doors opening for you, especially when it comes to business. This is the thing that I'm getting though. All of these opportunities are not perfect. None of these are your knight in shining armors. None of these are the ultimate goals. Okay. Yeah. Because there's lots of that. So don't be manipulated when it comes to career or these people that they're absolutely perfect. Okay. They have their issues. Both of these routes have their issues. Okay. So you have these new opportunities and these doors are opening. You have to understand that they're not perfect, and it's still a journey, and you're still going to have to learn, and there's still things that you're going to have to go through with each person. Okay. And it's nothing's going to be a happy ever after right now. So I don't know why that's so important for me to tell you, but it is. Okay. So moving forward, it's so important for you to listen to your intuition, because you have to remember that you're building for the future. So what you're giving to is going to build that. So that's why it's important for you to listen to your intuition and not be manipulated by your feelings. That's why they're telling me that. Okay. So you're deciding to try your best at love, okay, and narrow down and choose someone by the end of February. You will be choosing someone to go on this route with. Just make sure that you know what you're up against when you're choosing them, okay? So don't get this grandiose thoughts about love. Kind of enjoy it. Take it moment to moment. Mindfulness is what they're telling me. If you don't know what that means, please look it up. It's important. It's imperative that you know what mindfulness is. So, yeah, I feel like you're going to make a choice or of something to focus on in February, or someone to choose. There are going to be some delays. I don't feel like it's going to be that smooth, but I feel like, you know, you're willing to put in the work and make it happen, because you don't want to miss out on any opportunities for love. It's almost like you're okay with going through the phases of love. Like, you're not looking for a happily ever after, because like I said, you know, you're not going to get it with each one. Like, you don't have that feeling. Like, you know how when you were a teenager and you're so like in love with someone that you're just so enamored with them. I don't feel like you feel that with both of these people, but you can work with them. I feel like you did feel like that with the first person in the past, but as they changed and you changed, it just doesn't feel that way anymore. So I feel like you're gonna make a choice. Yeah, be patient about giving up your heart. You know, like, be patient, take your time. Don't go back through cycles that you already closed out from. You know the drill. I feel like you're both going to work on this and try to build. I do see that family, so this may be the other person. I see that family is going to be an issue here. Okay? Family's going to be an issue. Or for some of you, it's not family. Some of you, it's things that they have already established in their life is going to be an issue with you all moving forward. So the Wheel of Fortune is... Ooh, this is nice. Okay. This is not one of those foolish decisions where you just off the back just choose someone. I don't see you doing that, Capricorn. I see that this is a very practical decision. This isn't like a decision just based on love or just based on lust or just emotional everything. This is more, you're choosing to make this decision. It's like this is a person that makes you feel good, or they make you feel cared for or important or smart. And you know, or you feel like this is what they're going to do. And I feel like that's what increases your attraction, not attraction, but your pull towards them, is because they make you feel this way. It's so interesting because it doesn't feel like love. It feels very practical. Okay. So this may be true for some of you choosing a job too. It's like, which one is the more practical choice? Because I really feel like that's what's happening right now. That's so interesting, Capricorn. Okay. I've been talking for 25 minutes. That's outrageous, and I will be stopping now. So, so let's pull out your oracle cards and let's see what the messages are. I literally didn't plan on this being 30 minutes, but psych. Okay. I wanted a candy. Thanks. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Capricorn for the month of February? I'm going to be honest, Capricorn. Energy-wise, this is a very practical month, okay? I feel like this is mostly work and business, and new jobs. And I do feel like there's some love in here for some of you who already have that part of your life established. But the thing is, you're taking a different approach to things, and that's why it feels different. It's like you're choosing differently than you would normally. Because, you know, you've been through some things, okay? and you just see things differently, and you handle things differently. And that's what's happening. It's so interesting. This energy is so interesting. It really is. It's nice. It's nice and different, and I like it. Capricorn for February. Yeah, look at that. That's what it is. The sixth chakra is all about like spiritual enlightenment. It's like getting a new view on things and having this new foundation and bouncing everything you do off of that foundation. And that's what it is that you're doing. You're taking risks based on your spiritual energy, how you've expanded your space, your mind, and it's giving you a new look on things and bringing new opportunities in. And it's like you're not looking at as like relationships that you're going in or job opportunities as being this is the perfect one or this is it. This is the true love. This is my forever. You're not looking at it that way. You're looking at it as, is this good for me? Is this something I can work on? Is this something that is, you know, something that I can handle at this moment? I don't know. It's like perfect. It's like alignment. That's what it's like. I don't know how to explain it, but it's really good. So don't forget to focus on your health in February, Capricorn. Some of you need to start eating better. Some of you need to start eating better, taking care of yourself, doing small things. And this is the thing with February I'm feeling for you, Capricorn. It's about small movements. It's not about big life changes. I feel like you're doing small things to expand because they're showing me that Three of Wands that was in your reading. So it's about taking that next step to like expand more. Like that first, like that initial step. Like you've already thought about it. You've already got it. You know what the plan is. And now you're doing the plans. Okay. Lots of new beginnings and love and business and everything. I feel like there's a clean slate here. It's like it's just like you're so balanced and everything is it's just waiting for you to make the next decision. Oh, wonderful. You've definitely learned some things in love, especially in the past. I feel like it was so good for you to let go of the things that you had to let go of. The lessons that you learned and the things that you I'm so like taken aback. It's wonderful. The things that you have learned and the things that you have gone through are really easing you into the next phase, which is in February. February is a good starting off point. I can't wait to see what March looks like. But thank you so much for allowing me to do this for you, Capricorn. I love you. Blessings on your journey and all that you do forever and ever and always. And I will see you for the mid-months. If you need a private reading, links in the description box below, or you can go to this place up here. I just realized I put this here. Ignore it. Okay. It's supposed to say live your blessed life. It will say that next time. I forgot to change it. So I love you. Bye-bye.